Good evening. Welcome to the Business Plus. My name is Rachel Kahugu, and today we are having such an amazing show because I'm once again having this beautiful lady that you've had in Business Plus before while you were having the 1000 lenses launch. And during that time, I told you that we have another amazing company called the Masai Beads. Now, today we are here to talk about the Masai Beads, and I am having Geraldine on set. We're very glad to have you once again.
Thank you so much,
Karibu
Rachel.
sana.
This is when you say finally.
Finally.
After 1 year.
We planned. But again, you have so many hats,
Yes.
as you said before.
Yes.
You're a pilot, let me say that. And most of the time, tunataka kushoot. But our lady here is not even in Kenya. You know, like, should we just do the show? Tukiwa kwa plane, ama?
Leo nimepatikana.
So, patikana. We're very glad to have you.
Thank you so much for having me again.
All right. Karibu sana. Please introduce yourself and then start.
Thank you,
Yes.
Rachel, MBCI TV. Kenya, Africa once again.
Yeah.
My name is Geraldine Warogoro Gitao. I am a mother. I am a child of God. I am a lover of life. I am an entrepreneur. Like you mentioned, I'm a pilot.
Yeah.
And niku hustle too.
Hey, atino kogeria. All right.
Yeah.
Now today we're here to talk about the Masai beads.
Yes.
And you know, probably nikianza introduction watu walikuwa naangalia, nini Kahugu leo, you're having beads everywhere. You're having beads everywhere. What's happening? So tell us about the Masai beads.
Yes.
How it started.
Yes.
And probably tell us about this as well. Where are we having the perfumes
in Masai beads.
in Masai beads? What's happening? So let's start with the perfumes first.
Yes.
Why are we having the perfume on set?
Rachel, life is a journey for myself, for you, all our viewers, everybody.
Yeah.
And I think the first time I was on the show, it was for 1000 lenses.
Yeah.
Now, believe it or not, when I started back in 2017, when I decided to pursue entrepreneurship and business, I decided to do something unique.
Okay.
I needed to do something unique, something that has not been done before. And of course, something that I knew was, personal and, personal to me.
Yeah.
So I decided to make my own perfume.
Okay.
So I created the first designer Kenyan female perfume back in 2016, 2017. 2018 is when it got done.
Okay.
I did it in Europe, in Germany, because I wanted to make sure that I get the quality ingredients that are mainly sourced from Italy, France, and of course Europe. We all know Europe is a hub of perfumes.
Okay.
And that was in 2017. In 2019, or rather between 2017 and 2019, when I'd go and market my perfume, of course, like you can see, it has got the African necklace.
Yes.
I had to Africanize it kidogo lazima.
Because this is very unique.
Yes.
You wouldn't find anything beads
Yes.
kwa perfume.
Yes. So I would go and market the perfume. And of course, when I'm setting up the tables to market and to sell, in all the pop-up markets around Nairobi, I'd use, of course, the African jewelry and mostly the necklaces and the bangles to, set up and decor the table.
Why?
Because I wanted to give it that full I wanted people to look at it and just get that feel, that full African feel.
Okay.
So people would come and ask, buy the perfume, and then also ask, can I buy the jewelry? Can I buy the bangle? Can I buy the necklace?
Okay.
So I'd actually be selling, I'd find myself being forced to sell both the perfume and the African Masai jewelry.
Okay.
So Masai Beads was born.
And by then, were you making the jewelry yourself or you were buying them you were sourcing them from outside?
This particular necklace, the African necklace that is on the perfume, it was made by a women's group in Karioko Market.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me take you back to go to the perfumes before we start talking about the beads. How did you come up with the idea of making your own perfumes? Why perfumes? I mean, we have so many businesses you'd do, being a pilot to start with.
Beautiful question.
So why perfumes?
Beautiful question. I think I'm one of those people you call a hoarder of perfumes. Because of my piloting job, I've had the opportunity of traveling a lot.
Yeah.
So I would travel and I think I would almost always have a perfume from each and every country that I go to. So one day I think it was in Amsterdam. There's a perfume shop in Amsterdam, and I just stood there and I asked myself, who's this Calvin Klein? Who's this Coco Chanel? Yes, binadamu kama mimi, they don't cough and sneeze like me. I'm sure they do. You know? How do they make it? you know. So it's something that I think was just born out of something that I love, because I've always loved perfumes. I think I have perfumes. I think I have over 30 brands of perfume up to now. I wish I could show them. But I think at the end of the day, doing something from what you love, a passion that you have, it's always more fulfilling. So for me, that is why that's where the perfumes came from. Yeah.
And why this smell exactly? I wish you were able to just feel the smell. Unfortunately, you can't. So how did you come up with these ingredients?
Most of the time we buy a perfume, and apart from the smell or the scent, you have got no idea about the ingredients. Even if they tell you or they mention to you the ingredients, you're being told of a flower that you've never heard of before. So imagine all I did was take ingredients that you know about: lemon, coconut, vanilla.
What do you mean?
Yes.
Let me smell it again, because now
I just wanted it to be familiar to me, familiar to you and to my clients. And I just took a bunch of white lily, lavender, as in I just took ingredients that I know. Of course, I met up with the laboratory team in Germany, and we came up with different scents from all those like 10 ingredients. And then now from those different scents, now we chose a few and continued working on one, like when you're cooking today, you do something, you cook, you put you add another ingredient. Tomorrow you say, nah, that ingredient, let me reduce this one, let me add that. So you just work around with the ingredients, portioning of the ingredients, and then finally I got a couple of friends. I call them my perfume focus group. I just got a couple of friends with like 5 sets of perfumes, and over a couple of weeks, a couple of months, we finally chose this scent as the final scent.
Amazing.
And I named it Whole because I need people to feel whole. You just spray if you feel complete. If you've woken up, you know, with a headache, if you slept after a nice oral with your person. Yes. You wake up and feel whole again. You wake up and you remember that you're a whole person, just the way you are.
Quite amazing, quite amazing.
Thank you.
Because now I'm thinking it's a business idea for anyone who'd want to start a perfume business. It's still lazima you just go and get perfumes from other people. You can come up with your own idea, make up your own perfume, and start your business. How beautiful is that?
Yes. And now that you've mentioned that, we've got flowers in Kenya. So we can actually manufacture, we can grow perfume flowers and manufacture our own perfume. Why not? Yes.
Wow. Yes. Now, let's talk about the beads.
Yes.
So how did the beads business come to be?
Like I mentioned before, I'd go and decorate the table. Masai Beads was born from a Sense by Geraldine. So, and where it is right now, I think Masai Beads itself has overtaken Sense by Geraldine.
Yeah, clearly.
In my travels, apart from the side of, marketing the perfume and having also selling the Masai stuff as well, in my travels, I go out there and I see how other, can you call them Wazungus? Europeans, whites, mnaelewa, are so proud of themselves, their culture, their heritage, you know, and I look and I compare what it is that they are proud of. Siati yetu ni mbaya, but we don't know how to market ourselves. You know, we have a gap when it comes to, you know, I am here, I make beads, this is what I have to offer. I am making it from Kenya, I'm making it from Africa, it is quality, and I believe that it can go and, you know, give something out there to the rest of the world. So it's a combination of very, very many factors. One of them, of course, being something like I liked about moment of wait a minute. Kenyans are buying this, but what about other Kenyans who are out there? What about other people who are out there? You know, how do we get these products to them? You know, so I realized that there was that quite a large gap because tourists come to Kenya. Tourists come to Kenya. They will come to our visitors. 1,000 lenses, thank you.
Yes, yes.
1,000 lenses is taking care of that. They'll come, they'll visit us, and then they'll buy these things. They'll go. After they go, that's it. They've got no platform where they can, you know, buy this and say, okay, I visited Kenya. I found some very nice earrings. I bought them, but now I want another pair. I want to gift somebody. Where do I buy them? Do I have to make another trip? Do I have to look for somebody who's traveling there and whatever? So we've got so much as Kenya and Africa. We've got so much to give, and I think by God's grace, because of the exposure that I have received from flying, I realized, hey, there's a gap. There's a gap, and we need to fill it. Yes.
Okay.
You somebody needs to do something about it.
Yes.
And it just happened
to be you. You know, you're saying that, and I'm just thinking, how apart from even beads, as Kenyans, we have so much to offer. But as you've said, there's a big gap in marketing ourselves and marketing Kenya as a whole. Let's talk about the 1,000 left. I mean, Kenya is beautiful, but the marketing is where there's a big gap. So we'll be talking about that. But for now, let's get a very short break so that we'll go into the business 101, and then we'll be coming right back to talk about marketing.
Hello viewers, my name is Geraldine Warogoro Gitao. I am CEO and founder of Masai Beads Africa. I am a mother of 2, I am a pilot, I am an entrepreneur, I love life, I am God's child. I'd like to give you tips today on how to start or run your already established business. Tip number 1, do your research. Take your time at the beginning, even now if you're already into it, to do some research into the products that you want to sell, research into whatever it is that you want to do, the product service offering that you want to give, research into your competitors, know what it is that they do, figure out how you can do it different, better, if not the best. Get a mentor if you can. Start from where you are and start small. All those 3, I'm going to combine them because they more or less talk about, your experience. If you don't have experience, start small, get a mentor, get somebody to work with you, get somebody to guide you. Start small, start from where you are. Even if it means, for example, if you want to sell on Masai Beads Africa, our online platform, just go to Karioko Market, one of the Masai markets, decide that you're going to only work on or sell earrings or bracelets, just one item, sell that item, perfect it, and then build onto that. My name is Geraldine Warogoro Gitao. I am a mother of 2, I am a businesswoman, entrepreneur, I am a pilot, I am a lover of life, and I am God's child. And welcome to Business Plus.
We are back after the Business 101, and you are now getting tips on what you're supposed to do for your business to scale up. We are still here with this amazing lady, Geraldine, with so many hats. I mean, at this point, I
don't mind. Sometimes sometimes it's overwhelming.
We'll be talking about that now. We're talking about marketing, and we've said that we have a very big gap in marketing. So how is this curbing the gap in marketing?
What Masai Beads Africa has done is that we have created an online marketplace, an online shop where our main job is to take care of 2 people, our vendors and our clients. Our vendors, of course, being our women's groups, people in Karioko, people in Masai Market, people who have got any skill that they use their hands to make artifacts with. We've got carvings, we've got sculptures, we've got this Masai beaded stuff. If you make your perfume at home, why not bring it on board? Come to Masai Beads Africa, create your store, and then from there, our work is to market out there, out of Kenya, and then of course we have sorted everything in terms of delivery, shipping, logistics, payments. All those things are sorted by Masai Beads Africa. So all you have to do is simple. Just create something quality. I'm going to stress quality. Quality is very, very important. We have got that problem in Africa. I think all of us are very aware. You buy something the first time today, when you go buy it next time, it has either been downgraded in some way, and they're trying to excuse me, take shortcuts, cut costs. So quality is very, very important for Masai Beads. So in simple terms, we have created an online platform that umbrellas everything that you need to move this item from the vendor who has handcrafted it all the way to the client in Europe or wherever part of the world.
Amazing. I love that.
Thank you.
So which means you don't have to have a problem of marketing. I'm gonna say we're just making these things at home, but I don't have customers. I don't have a market. So your story, it's a imeisha. It's not up to you to start making quality products. Now let's talk about how you make these. Do you make them yourself, or how do you make the beads?
Yes. Good question. I've just mentioned two very, very important people to Masai Beads Africa, and those are the vendors and the clients.
Okay.
So for your question, I'll mainly just talk about the vendors. Let me give you a story. When I was just thinking about Masai Beads, I met somebody on the streets. I hope we'll be able to take a photo. But right outside my door, I've got some wood banners. One is written, families, God above all, you know, my family comes first, you know, grace upon grace. I bought that from my car window on Uhuru Highway. So you can imagine somebody like that who is handcrafting something, you know, simple, beautiful, but they are being forced to only sell it on the streets because maybe I am too busy these days with the way our life is, you know, to go roaming around town, to go window shopping, you know, for things to beautify, you know, my house. How many people have bought things from the streets, even mirrors, even lamps these days? Very soon you'll be buying sofa sets from the road, you know. So somebody like that, those are the people that I am looking for, you know. So I don't necessarily have to make the things myself. In fact, apart from the perfume, there's nothing else that I make. I just meet people on the road. I take a tour of Karioko. I go to Masai Market. I went to Baringo in September of 2023 last year to meet a women's group there to try and, you know, see how we can work together to market them. And of course, that is where the 1,000 lenses idea was born from. But of course, back to Masai Beads and my vendors, you know, I meet, even you can come and tell me, excuse me, you can come and tell me, I have an aunt of mine who makes very nice kiondos. Bring her. We will train her a bit on, you know, how to open the store on the on our platform, Masai Beads Africa, and voila. We will
just like that.
We just need to have good quality products. We'll make sure we have good photos that you know now beads are very, very small. You know, when you're taking that photo, you want that person, that client on a good resolution, good quality. You know, and that's it. So I think I make what 1% of the products that are on Masai Beads, just the perfume. And you know, that's it. Everything else is anybody else out there who's got a talent, anybody else out there who's got a skill, and you know, they handcraft something with the African love and, you know, all those things, beautiful things that Africa and Kenya have to offer. And you come, we onboard you, and that's it.
Amazing. And you say that you also train them on how to go about posting their products and doing everything. So you won't say, ati, I mimi sijui mambo ya tech. So that's covered.
You'll be amazed how many people, even in Karioko and Masai Market right now, still have kabambes, the small phones, you know. You know, you find somebody who's got something, who's making something beautiful, but you know, they're not in a position, you know, to have a phone that will take a photo, you know, and post. We have got all that covered.
Okay. Now, let's talk about how to make sure that now from the other side, from your vendors, how to make sure that they are staying up to date with whatever they are making. Because again, the trends are changing, things are changing daily. So as much as I'm marketing on your page or you're helping me sell things abroad, then I have to stay up to date. So how do you make sure that they stay up to date?
Quality control, and of course, just keeping up with the times. I travel a lot, and even as we speak right now, I've got products from all over. I think this is from Baringo, this is from Karioko, and I think this is from Baringo as well. Because I'm able to travel, right now as we speak, I plan on making a trip to South Africa. They have got very, very beautiful products there. I go buy a few. I look at what is different. I survey their market there, see what it is that they are doing different. How are they doing it? Then I come and I just, you know, come with the samples and tell our women's groups, tell our people, our handcrafters in, you know, Karioko or wherever, you make very good belts. Here's a belt. See if you can, you know, duplicate or make it, or, you know, what do we need? Fine, a belt has got the leather part, it's got the bead part, it's got the shells and all those things. Okay, we need this type of belt. Of course, the leather ya Kenya na leather ya na huko chini South Africa ni tofauti, they're different. What can we do to better our leather? You know, there's that leather supplier. There's that hide and skin supplier somewhere in Baringo. Mtu amechinja ngombe yake, anavaa kiatu mzuri sana. You know, you can, how do we develop this person, this raw material, you know, from scratch? Yes. Wow. So it's a continuous thing. It's just like life, it can never end. You learn every day. I travel, I see something,
you
bring it back. If I'm unable, I take a photo, I figure out, okay, you know, just going out there and just, you know, opening up your eyes to opportunities.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Now, where do you get your beads? Because that is the other question.
Yes.
That is the other question that I know most of the people are asking. So where do you source your beads from?
Good question. A country like South Africa, even when you look at the table, even right now, if you go out to a shop out there, if you know what you're looking for, like now you can tell that these beads, I don't know if you can zoom in, I hope you can at some point, these beads are way smaller than these beads. The quality of this is probably better than this, or you can find vice versa. You know, the size doesn't matter. Beads are made from glass, they're made from plastic, recyclable plastic, and all that recyclable glass. So at the moment, that is also a very, very big gap that we have, because we can make our very own beads from all the plastics that we have, from all the glass that we have. Apart from Kazuri Beads, who recycle their own glass and plastics and all that, I am not aware of any other company in Kenya that makes beads. So for now, majority of the beads, we are forced to import them. You're forced to import them. But just think about if we were to take up that manufacturing of the beads by itself, and we control, you know, we take charge of the quality control of even the raw materials from the very word go. If you could get that done, would go very, very far.
Because I'm thinking then that would mean that we'd save even a lot of money, because we wouldn't have to import, we wouldn't have to use the extra cash we use, or the extra money we use importing everything that you need. And that's something we really need to look at. And probably for someone who'd have that idea, na amechukua your idea anataka ku make beads zake, what do they need?
If you want to make your
own, make their own beads.
Make your own beads. I think a good source of raw material would be good. Of course, we're all about recycling and reusing right now. So we're always talking about our environment. We've got plastics all over the place. Okay, when the garbage collector comes and takes these plastic bags, plastic bottles, whatever, where do they take them? The glasses, like now when this bottle of perfume, when you're done with a bottle of perfume, what should you do about it? You can imagine other countries out there that have got good structures in place where even when you disposing of your trash, there's one for glass, maybe there's one for paper, there's one for whatever. Those people are very smart. They know what it is that they are doing. All those, what to you that seems to be garbage, you know, to them, they are separating it, and then they're going to reuse it and recycle it and remake something else, you know. So if you could get, even from scratch, even from our own homes, if you could get into that system where, you know, even the garbage that we have, and not necessarily garbage. I'm sure glass is made from somewhere. Glass comes from somewhere. The same way you asked me, how did you get this idea of making a perfume? And nikajiuliza, by the way, you Calvin Klein.
I can always do that as well.
Yes, I can try. Why not? I can research, you know, learn about it. So I think if we can even just sit back, relax, and look at what we have within ourselves, even from the home, all the plastics and all the glasses, we can come up with these beads. We can make these beads. Yes. Then of course there's the manufacturing parts. You know, manufacturing process and system in Kenya. You probably know need to get your own equipment, need to get your go downs, need to get all the approvals and all those things. I'm sure it's not easy, but it's very doable. It's very
doable. That's the major part, actually, when now you want to make your own beads. But that's something you can always do if you want to get into business. Which brings me to the question about what challenges have you faced? Probably I know our time is so much spent. So probably in a minute, what challenges have you encountered since you started this business, right from the perfume business? Yes.
I think for the perfume business is, you know, just getting people to believe that a Kenyan can make a designer perfume, getting that perception, getting that bad perception out of their heads, and getting in that perception of this is a good product. It was made in Germany. It is quality. You know, I find Kenyans, unfortunately, they are very, very willing to spend on something that is from out there, but not in Kenya, but not made in Kenya. So we need to, I think, It has gotten better over the years, and it's still a struggle, especially for Scents by Geraldine. However, I thank God I've come from far, and I've got so many return clients. Yes,
amazing.
yes.
And I can assure you they smell so nice. So nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. For Masai beads, let's start from scratch. I am still working on the site. Getting that site where people will go in, that vendor who doesn't have a phone will just simply go, scroll down, understand what is going on, look at the products, you know, just creating a simple, stress-free, free-flowing, you know, system and online platform has not been easy. It's work in progress. Everything is work in progress, and of course, where I am now is definitely 10 steps than where I was back in 2019 when all this was beginning. But I am still, you know, trying to get that perfect platform that is as simple and seamless and easy to use, not only for the vendor but also for the client. That is challenge number one. Challenge number two, if I may put it this way, I'm working with women's groups in 2 women groups so far in Baringo, and of course quality control from here to there, or rather quality control of the product. Like I said, you know, a client has ordered something, they've seen this photo but they want it in blue, so there are different shades of blue. You know, what kind of blue beads are available. You know, that quality control at the end of the day. I'm in Nairobi, my team is in Nairobi. We have to plan where once or twice every 2 months somebody is you know, dashing to Baringo just to see that things are going well on ground, you know, such logistics. But pole pole ndio mwendo, we are getting there. Very soon we'll be creating a hub in Nairobi, where when the orders are made, everything comes here, and of course it is pre-checked before, of course, getting shipped out to the clients. So shida hazikosangi.
But you're working through them.
I am working
and
through
so
them.
far
I am
so
working
good.
through them. So far so good.
Amazing,
I thank God.
amazing.
Yeah.
And the reason as to I haven't asked about the capital is because, as you have said, and as we've had through the conversation, is that you start from where you are. What you've told us about the beads, it's something that is very handmade. What you've told us about these, unapata tu from vitu zenye ziko around. So that is why I haven't asked about the capital. Guys, start from where you are. Business is more than meets the eye. As long as you have the vision and you know what you want to do, you can always get it done, right? Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you too for having
It's been a
me
very short
again.
show. But you've learned a lot. We have learned a lot.
Asante
Now
sana.
you know what you're supposed to do. This has been the Business Plus. My name is Rachel Kahugo, and today we've been having Geraldine on this particular episode of the Masai Beads. Leo tumekuwa tuko Masai Beads Africa. So next time we'll be having another amazing, really amazing episode. But until then, God bless you, God be with you. We'll see you next week. Bye.